Hi guys, happy Tuesday. So today is Typeface Tuesday. So today we're talking about typefaces, different typefaces. I am going to show everyone some samples and then I am going to pull out an oldie but a goodie and another font. So I'm going to show you how we could switch fonts around to create completely different pieces. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you are new, welcome. I'll explain a little bit of things before we get started. We are in New York. We are still sheltering in place here. We're in phase 1, so we're all still working from home. So I'm coming to you from my home studio on Long Island. We appreciate you guys being here for us 3 days a week. It's definitely been change of pace for us here. We definitely like to connect with you guys the way we have been. So I made an announcement last week that for throughout the summer, me and Jen will be with you on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 1 o'clock. And if you aren't available at 1, you could always catch us on the replay. If you do ask questions on the replay, give us a little bit of time. We will check and try to answer it to the best of our ability. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Did some crafting, stamping, family time. Much needed. Relax. I relaxed this weekend, so that's always good. So we're talking typefaces. So for some of us who are font snobs, letter sets, typefaces, I am going to work with a font that we released a very long time ago. It was one of our first, and it's called, whoops, she's like, that's how that just says, it's definitely a Tuesday, right? Because we were in here Monday. So Scarlett Signature. It is a 3mm font. I'm going to work with the upper and lower case. I'm going to show you how you could do a quote and you can incorporate 2 types of fonts to just maybe exaggerate or accentuate a word or to get your point across or for it just to look pretty. I have some samples of different mixed fonts, different discs that I had stamped over the years. So I'm going to take you right over to my bench and we're going to start to create. Okay. So this right here, the Not All Who and Are Lost is our Scarlett's Signature. It's a 2.5. And then I have my Lollipop right underneath. And I feel that I was going to do Lollipop with you guys today, but I feel like Lollipop warrants its own live because that's such a amazing font that I don't want to really clutter it with other fonts. I want to do a full one tomorrow with Lollipop. And then the Are Lost is, again, the 2mm uppercase Scarlett Signature. All right. And this is on a brass border blank. So these are some discs that I stamped a while ago. I want to say a couple of years ago. So I pulled them out and I just wanted to, yes, Scarlett's getting some love. I'm bringing her back. I'm bringing her back. She's one of my favorite fonts. And I love it. I love Scarlett Signature. So we're going to show her some love. Okay, so right here is I only hand stamp on days that end in Y, right? Because that's all of us, right? So right up here is Lollipop. Hand stamp is in Sailor on days that end in Y. So you could see how like you can mix all different fonts to really give your pieces a very different look. Lollipop is a 4mm Carly. Scarlett Signature is not part of our signature line. Okay, it only works with soft metals. Thanks, Jen. Pewter, aluminum, alchemy, brass, copper, sterling silver, and gold. So right here, again, I have a lot of Lollipop, which we're going to go through tomorrow, but you could see I snuck in a little bit of signature. Signature, not Heartbreaker. God, I'm losing words. Jen, what font is that? Trying to think. Willow. So that's Willow font. And there are my dots again. So these are all different ways that you can mix your fonts. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. So this is Juniper uppercase, and then it's a mix of lower and upper and lower Austin. Okay, Austin is a font that is exclusively through Michaels. And then just something a little different. And you don't really have to change your fonts, you know? So I went from uppercase, lowercase Melody to uppercase Melody. But you see how different that is. Uppercase, lowercase, uppercase. And then at the end, I use that last word and I use lollipop. I know, Dawn, isn't the mixing great? I love it. So, we are going to use today, we're going to use Arcadia. Okay? This is another one of my favorites. You know what? I love all the fonts. So I can't even. But I definitely love me some Scarlett Signature. So this is the uppercase, guys. Now, these are not signature fonts. Okay? And then the lowercase. You see how it's smaller? It's a 2.5 font. It is smaller, but it's really it's just freehand. I love it. This is one of my favorites. This is also good just to fill in. If you're filling in a font. So I am filling in a piece with different fonts. I'm going to take one of my blanks. Let's see what I have here. And I'm not really going to use a piece. We're not going to make a piece today. We are going to just play around with mixing the two. So I am going to take... Yes, Arcadia and Varsity also are two of them. Yes, Arcadia and Varsity are great. And they're great together. All right, here we go. These are the blanks I'm looking for. So I'm going to flip you guys down a little bit so you could see. Okay. And like I said, we're going to do a little Father's Day wordplay here. Yes, we do sell cases for fonts. If you have fonts that don't come in cases or you want to replace a font case that you have, we do have different size cases. So we're just going to play around. Just going to put my sticker guy down. And I'm going to do, let's see. Let's see. Okay. We're going to pull out. First, we're going to pull out the uppercase Arcadia. So uppercase Arcadia is 3mm, guys, but it is a wider font. Okay, so I'm going to start that off. I found my center, and I'm going to let's go D-A-D-D-Y. So we're going to start off with Daddy. Now I'm going to do a tilt and tap with these. Let's see if I could zoom in on it. Okay, so it's nice and clear. There's a lot going on these stamps, okay? There's a lot of lines. So that's what I am going to start with. I'm going to make sure that my ImpressArt's facing me. I'm going to place it down, lightly drag that, feel my sticker guide, press down, and I'm going to hit it once, tap front, back, side, side. Just so I get all of that detail in there. Place it down. It's a lot of detail in these letters. So, and I'm working on a piece of alchemy, which is a tin-based alloy similar to pewter, so it's soft. Okay, so I'm not going to overhit it because then my font gets very wide and fat. I like it very clean and crisp. Going to hit it once, front, back, side, side. And my Y. There's my Daddy. Whoop. And you see I pull that right off. Look how nice and even and lined up my word is. And like I said, I tilt and tap this font because, you know, there's a lot of detail in there. And you'll see that there's a lot of lines in that font. And I just make sure that I get all of my serifs in there and all of my line. Okay? So I'm going to come down, take another sticker, take this down, and I'm going to use my upper and lower Scarlett, okay, Scarlett Signature. Okay, and I am going to start, so I'm going to start with my uppercase, and I'm going to start with a Sons. How did that kind of stop? Wrong quote. Here we go. That's better. So we're going to do a Sons first. All right, so here we go. So remember, I want to make sure that the ImpressArt's facing me. I'm going to take this down, lightly drag it, line it up with that letter. Here's my A. Flat, line that up. I have different letters are my favorite in different sets. Does that sound crazy? I love the N in this set. No, I don't drop it. I don't drop the hammer. Although I did drop a really, really heavy stamp on my foot one day. And that showed me never to wear flip-flops to the office again. So is the R. So yeah, the S, the N, and the R in this font set are my favorite. So here we have Daddy, a son's first. Okay, how nice is that? And now we're going to do Hero, and I'm going to utilize the end of my sticker, not to waste it. And I'm going to come in. So if this is my center, so I always make sure that when I'm doing it, I line it up with the first line I have here. Okay? So if that's the center, we want to make sure that, let's do H, E, R, O. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to use my uppercase Arcadia because I just want to really exaggerate that word. Oh, Greta, that's why you always should make sure that your ImpressArt's facing you. That's how you know you're stamping in the right direction. Trust me, I do this all the time and I still sometimes pick up a stamp the wrong way. But if you're paying attention to your stamps and you see that ImpressArt's facing you, you know you're stamping in the right direction. All right. Lynn, your favorite is Melody? Mine is too. I love that one as well. Yours is Newsprint, the sans serif. That's a hard one. I like that one too. So here we have Daddy, a son's first hero. And what do you think I'm going to put, right? The next one, and a daughter's first love, right? So that's a really great quote. But do you see how pretty that looks? It reminds me a lot of like the wood signs that you see now. Definitely, I love the two together. And then I'm going to start my second line. I am, Julie. I'm just eyeballing it. Like I said, I always make sure that I space out my letters. So if you saw, I did Daddy on my sticker. Okay? So I know I'm spaced out. I'm using all my orange hash lines. Now, my D in my center marks my center. The orange line marks my center. So as long as I stay with my D, I know that I'm lined up. Let's do a daughter's first love. Let me write that in for you guys. So I'm using my spaces. I'm using my spaces in between. And this is a smaller font. Okay, so it's not really 3. It's not a 3, it's a 2.5. So I'm going to actually end up moving them closer together to get my first in there. The G is another one that I like. Coming in back in here, F, I, yeah, I don't think Scarlett gets enough love. Definitely not. Chloe, if your sticker's moving, you have too much oil on your blanks for some reason. Maybe there's oil on your block. Your sticker should definitely be sticking to your blank. If it's not, try taping. Let me show you. Try taping. Let's see. Where is my tape? Here we go. So I'm gonna line that up. Bring that down just a little bit. Try using tape and taping your blanks down, okay? And you could also use 2 pieces of tape on the same size. It is, Nancy. Now, this quote could be done on, we have bottle openers. You know, you could do it on a bracelet. You could do it as a secret message inside a bracelet and have your kids' initials on the outside. It's endless. But today I just wanted to show you, like I said, we're not going to do a complete project today, but I just wanted to show you the fun you could have with different fonts. Shelly, I'll show you in a second, okay? And I'm going to finish it up with love. So I'm going to come in, okay? So here is my center. I'm going to come in with my L on my black hash marks, okay? Bring that down. I'm going to hit it once, tilt it, front, back, side, side, just to get all of that in. And I really want to spread out the love a little bit more. See, I just picked up a Q. Here's my O. A little bit more than hero. You know, part of, my favorite part of stamping, I think, is just playing around with different fonts. Flat, drag that down, give it a nice hit. Front, backwards, side, side. And my E. And if you're just tuning in and you're wondering why I am tilting and I'm tapping the stamp, is because the Arcadia is detailed, okay, as you could see in here. All right, and I just want to make sure that I get all of my serifs in there. Yes, you could definitely replace the O in love with the heart. So let's see. You have to own every font. So this, Jennifer, Arcadia and Scarlett. Love Scarlett Signature. Okay. So look how nice that is. Like I said, it's like a very whimsical font. It's nice and it's small. It's not 3mm. It's a 2.5. It's got great design stamps. And let me show you some of the design stamps on a scrap piece before we color that in and put an apostrophe in there. So these are like really cute. This is the uppercase set. And this squiggle, I know I'm dating myself, it really reminds me of, the whole font reminds me of Lisa Frank. Does anyone know who Lisa Frank is? definitely reminds me. Oh, see, Jennifer, you thought you could do without Scarlett and Arcadia. Arcadia is a phenomenal font, especially, guys, you know, Father's Day is coming up. If you have a customer, if you're doing this as a side hustle and you're doing this and you have someone that's like, you know, I want a monogram, but I don't want it too whimsical. I want it more masculine, you know, or just a Mr. and a Mrs. on, you know, something for a wedding. Like that is a really formal font. So all sets, Anne-Marie, come in lower, right, Lynn? Lisa Frank stuff. Anne-Marie, with the exception of Lollipop and Sailor, which are both unicase fonts, everything comes with an upper, a lower, and a numbers. So those are great, aren't they? They're fantastic. And I'm going to show you really quick before I do the punctuation. I'm going to show you the design stamps for Arcadia. We'll color these in. I definitely could have used the heart, the Arcadia heart, in place of the O. I think that would have been better. And I love Arcadia because it comes with this like adorable little arrow and a feather. Guys, make sure that you're utilizing, when you're buying these fonts, that you're utilizing these design stamps. I mean, really, they're bonus. It's like a bonus. A happy surprise in your uppercase fonts. All right, so I am going to, we'll color those in so I could show you guys. There is a number set for Scarlett Signature. Now, guys, I just want to remind you that it's called Scarlett Signature. It is not a signature font. She's an old girl. I love my old fonts, my old girl font. And yes, the name of that font is Scarlett Signature. It is not part of the Signature collection. Okay. So I'm going to go back in now. I know one of you beautiful ladies asked me about punctuation. So I'm going to show you how I do punctuation. So now I'm going to come in with the suns, right? And I know that I'm going to drag my apostrophe down. Let's see. So I want to make sure that it's right in between my N and my S. I know that's really hard to see, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in with it, and I'm going to line up. And you could draw lines on your stamps, guys. You could definitely draw, and I'm going to do it on this one for you guys. I'm going to draw a line down the center. So that's going to mark my center. Do you guys see what I just did? So I'm going to come in, flat, drag that, and I'm just going to lightly tap it. And there is my punctuation. You see that? I could have gone up a little bit more, but definitely use your sticker guides. Little tip and trick. That's exactly where you want it. That's where you put your sticker, right underneath it. Jennifer, you could definitely share it with us on Facebook. And yes, I'm not right about many things, but I am right about one thing. You have to learn your tool. Each font is different, guys. So I am going to take my enamel marker. I'm going to color that in. The apostrophe comes with the lowercase. Scarlett Signature, but you could also get a basic set of just punctuation. I think Jen could put that link in there. So I know, and I'm going to repeat myself for my creatives that tune in for our lives, but guys, there are 2 reasons why. If you're having issues with your enamel, and I had to troubleshoot it, 2 reasons. 1, you are wiping too hard and fast. Let it dry a little bit. How nice. I love it. I love it. I love these fonts. I still get excited. And I've been doing this forever, and I still get excited over a font. How nice is that, guys? So back to enamel. If your enamel isn't staying in your impression, it's because your impression isn't deep enough, or you're wiping too hard or wiping too quick. Hi, James. Welcome. Yes, Jennifer. It is very good for, yep, 100% right. So I just got asked to show lowercase, so I will show you a lowercase of the Scarlett Signature. So up here are the design stamps, my Lisa Frank looking design stamps they remind me of. For Scarlett Signature, it comes with the uppercase. And then these are the uppercase design stamps that come in Arcadia. How nice are those, guys? I got a little crooked wonky here. Yes, they aren't sticky. I agree. I agree. Thank you, Ani. Ani says it looked good without even the enamel. And yes, it would make a really, very good, thank you, Jen. It would make a really cute wallet insert. I know it's smaller than a credit card, but sometimes those wallet inserts they're a little too big, I feel. But definitely a cute wallet insert. How pretty is that, right? I love it. And you could even go, we're going to go one step further with this. First, let me show you, I'll show you the lowercase. We'll do, let's see. We'll do my daughter's name. We'll do Samantha. Because that just shows, it shows a little bit more. I'm going to tape my blank down. And I'm going to show you, this is the Scarlett Signature lowercase. So I'll put an apostrophe. We're going to go back in there. So I'm going to, anyway, because I want to show you what you could add another font to that. So if you're going to do a wallet card, so you're going to come in, lightly wipe that. So how cute is that? So I kind of wipe the ink out of that a little too soon. So that is the lowercase. It just looks so pretty. Gonna go row here. So I'll show you what the lowercase and the uppercase. Looks like. Yeah, you could angle it. Sometimes I angle it, sometimes I don't. It really depends on it. That's why I say to you guys, learn your fonts, because it could be, we always get that with Melody also. How my A looks different from other people's A's. It's just because I angle my A differently because I like it. I like it the way it looks a different way. All right, so let's come back to this. And let's, I think I have these too close together, but I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to attempt it. I'm just not going to go. There we go. Thank you, Gail. So I'm going to add, yes, Apple is Scarlett still. That's uppercase A, PPLE, lowercase. There we go, Gail. Thank you, Gail. All right, so I'm going to go one step further. And if this is a wallet insert, you can also use Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker is another one of my favorites. So Heartbreaker is a signature font, guys. So I'm going to use upper and lower. I'm going to come in with another sticker. And what I like about Heartbreaker is it looks handwritten. So I'm going to do... So for turning this into a wallet insert, I'm going to do the kids' names. So let's do a little playful here. Let's do X. O. X. O. We're going to do, let's see. We're going to do cat. My neighbor's children. So I'll stamp it forward. I'll give it to his kids to give to him on Father's Day. So cat, he calls her cat. And Jack. Pull that away. Take my enamel marker. You could even put a year on this. Good looking out, Jen. That was a good idea for a wallet insert. I'm gonna dab it and lightly wipe. So that's 3 different fonts, guys. That's the Arcadia uppercase, the Scarlett Signature uppercase, and then upper and lower of the Heartbreaker. I did the tilt and tap on that just because there is a lot of detail in that uppercase and the lowercase Arcadia sets. So, all right, guys. Let me swing you around. So yes, I ended up making a finished project. Thank you, Jen. Yes, Ani, you're right. It is thin enough to put in between someone's iPhone and iPhone case. Ani, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Where is my phone case? So I could definitely, so this is the phone case that Ani is talking about. And even if it's just like a token, you know, in your phone case, that the kids are always there. I like that, Ani. That should be a thing, guys. We're gonna make that a thing. Like the ring dishes. We're making it a thing. So definitely tune in tomorrow because I have some exciting stuff to share with you tomorrow. And take the rest of this day. It's rainy and not great here. So I'm going to actually stamp the rest of the day and just play around with different fonts because now I'm inspired. Oh, Rebecca, you have a clear case on your phone. Look at that. That would look nice. Rebecca, you should make a token, stick it in there and take a picture and let us see what it looks like. Thank you, Ani. So again, thank you guys. Jen and I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and so does ImpressArt. The 3 days a week that we have been on, it has been our pleasure. And again, if you miss our lives, you could always catch us on the replay. If you leave a comment, Jen and I will do our best to try to get back to you sooner than later. But you're very welcome, Melissa. So today we worked with 3mm uppercase Arcadia, which is a fantastic font. Okay, we worked with 2.5 Scarlett Signature, my old girl. Okay, and we worked with, I like snuck a little bit of Heartbreaker in there. So thank you so much for tuning in. Come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock and we're gonna play with some more fonts and make another Father's Day present. Maybe we'll make a couple of them. So thanks so much, guys. Have a good day.